Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got some more American hype. It continues the old hype train. But yeah, not Fidens this time. We've done all the Fidens beers, so on to something fresh. We're going to Treehouse. So Massachusetts. They got various locations now. They even got one in New York and one in Connecticut, I think. But yeah, a couple in Massachusetts. So this is one of the green ones. It's infinite green. I've had quite a few. I think I've had green, very good green, the greenest green. I've probably had about 5 different ones, and yeah, they've all been banging. So when that treehouse beers come up and there's one that's one of the greens, I always jump on it. Yeah, infinite green. It's 10, I think it was 10.8. Yeah, 10.8% quadruple IPA. I would have thought 10.8's a triple, but anyway, they've got it listed as a quadruple. Same can artwork as most of the greens. You would have thought they would have sort of mixed it up slightly different, but if you'd just seen that sitting on the shelf, you'd just think it was the standard green. Yeah, boy. Cheers, Juzzy. Watch your video today, man. It was cool. And yeah, that message come through real late, so there was no good on the phone. By the time I got it, you would have been home probably for hours. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to send you that photo. If you're in that area again, I'll still send it to you. But cheers, Ali. Good to see you. So yeah, let's get some Treehouse into us. So those of you that have just joined, Treehouse were probably the most sought after brewery there for probably 5 to 10 years. About 10 years ago, they're still hyped, but there's just a lot of breweries that have sort of caught up to them. Sticking with the Fox Friday glass. Old mate loves his beer. Let's do it. So yeah, another quiet weekend as far as beers go. There just doesn't seem to be many people around doing streams, or if they are, it's just at times it doesn't really suit me. So I haven't really got into it lately. Anyone would have thought I'd be pissed by now, but I've hardly had any beers. I can drink tonight though if I want, because I don't start work till 1 o'clock tomorrow. So that could possibly be the plan. Yeah, I've only had 2 beers. I reviewed 2 was it 2 or 1? I've reviewed more Fidens today anyway. I think I've done 2 today. One earlier in the day and one later. Or yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've only done 1. I can't even remember. Let's pour this anyway. What are you doing, Angus? You moron. It looks good. Look at that. Wow. So yeah, it looks very similar to the Fidens. The head on this probably looks even better. God, that's like real tight knit. Just sitting fine, very neat, smooth as fuck. Wow. Color of the beer is a really bright orange, like a darker orange. Body looks full. Carbonation looks probably light to medium. And yeah, I'm going to say appearance like very, very hazy to murky. Looks really good. Who have I missed in the chat? Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, it's a good bar. So I used to deal with hopheads all the time. That was my go-to place for drinks, ordering online or over the phone. and then they just got too big. It used to be real personal between me and the owner, Adrian, or a couple of the other staff. I'd ring them up or I'd shoot them a message and they'd put the beers aside for me and get a big collection of beers and then I'd go and pick them up. And that was when they only had the one store or then the two stores. But once they went to three stores, every time I was messaging or ringing someone, I was getting someone different and they started stuffing up my orders. And it was a real pain because we had such a good thing going on. But yeah, it just got to a stage where I missed out on so many beers because they kept fucking up the orders. So I just said, look, I'm going to have to start going elsewhere. They've always had a really good range. Yeah, the glass is awesome. I keep hitting the wrong side of the mouse. Fucking driving me nuts. Cheers, Thomas. Yeah, 5 out of 5, brother. So I've had 2 5s this week. And looking at this one, once I have a smell of it, it could be up there as well. You done one. Cheers, Brett. Yeah, did one. That's it. Just the yeah, I think I did 2 yesterday. I remember doing one in the morning one day, but I just couldn't remember if it was yesterday or today. Today I didn't do anything till like lunchtime. Cheers, Drance. Yeah, happy Sunday. Unfortunately, back to work tomorrow, but I don't have to start till 1 p.m. So I've hardly had a drink tonight, and I ordered some groceries tonight with a case of VB. So I'm going to tuck into a few cheeky ones after this. We might be doing a little Twitch stream with some music again. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, that's my sort of place, dude. I love those craft bars. And like it's the sort of place too. They'll have really good beers on tap, but because they've got such a massive range in the fridges and the shelves and that, if you don't want to have something on tap and want to have something from the shelf, you can as well. Like they'll let you crack it there. There's a couple on Smith Street I'll have to show you, Juz. We definitely need to have like a proper night out, bro, where I take you to some of my favourite spots. Cheers, man. 100%. Okay, so let's not fuck around with this beer because it's probably going to be really good. I want to test it at its peak. So yeah, as I said, Treehouse always had a lot of hype. They were the most sought after brewery there at one stage. They're probably still up there. They're one of those meccas where everyone that's into craft beer, if they go to America, they want to go to Treehouse. And it's in the middle of nowhere. It's a real pain in the ass to get to. It's like outside of Boston, but in the country. It is good though now that they have other locations, so it makes it a bit easier for people. They even own a golf course. mm. So you're getting a similar base to Fighters. You're getting that like white bread and like a slight touch of like caramel and biscuit. That seems to be the popular New England IPA sort of base. Like quite often they'll have like wheat and oats and like that sort of brings out the body, but also brings out like that real bright orangey color as well. But yeah, as far as hop character goes, I'm getting like passion fruit, pineapple, mango, like orange. It's like slightly grassy. I can't remember what hop screen has in it. Treehouse sort of keep it under wraps a bit with what ingredients they use. But yeah, it smells really good. Quite punchy. It doesn't smell like it'll have much bitterness at all. It's like sweet, but not too sweet. And yeah, that's the one thing that I'm impressed about. It's a quadruple IPA. Like it's what was it, 10.8%, and I'm not getting booze on the nose, so that's like a good sign. 'Cause, yeah, that's the biggest worry with me with these type of beers. It's like it's hard to make them good and make them not boozy. Okay, let's do it. Cheers, legends. I'm excited. It's so punchy with flavour. Wow. The only thing is yeah, it's just got that little hint of alcohol. Damn it. I expected it on a quadruple IPA, to be honest, but I was just hoping it didn't have it. It's only faint though, like it's not as intense as what it was on two of those Fidens beers. So yeah, it's like the sort of beer I can't give it a perfect score, but it's not far off if you get what I mean. Because everything else about the beer is fantastic, but you're just getting that booze in the finish. You can tell it's fresh too, which is good. You can do it. Yeah, it's weird, man. Like I used to go to Melbourne probably every second week on average, and I reckon in the last probably the last year, I reckon I've probably averaged going there. Well, I can't even say an average. I've probably only been there about 3 times. The travel started to annoy me because, yeah, obviously you've got so many people in the country now, and every time you travel, you can't fucking get a seat and shit like that. It's just too crowded. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the cost of living sort of hurt it a bit as well. I just don't have that dispensable income that I usually have. Disposable income, should I say? Yeah, I definitely shout them out. One thing I want to get into, Juz, and I reckon if I lived in Melbourne, I'd already be doing it. I want to interview brewers and interview like bar staff and yeah, like just like it'd be unreal just hearing people's stories, different stories about beer and even interviewing like a regular bar person, like as in someone that like say if I go to Carwyn Cellars all the time, interviewing someone that I always see there that's like a regular customer just to see their perspective and or some random dude that goes to the same pub and sits on the same stool the whole time and it'd be just cool to hear the stories. But yeah, one thing I'm already onto and I've already got some people lined up. I'm gonna start interviewing other beer tubers and just like getting to know their interests and their stories and sort of touch more on like their personal life, so you sort of get to know them a bit better, and it's a good way of promoting other people in the community. Yeah, for sure. That's another thing as well. Yeah, yeah. I had a mate yesterday really bigging me up. Um, he's just saying like how he feels I've just got that natural talent of making people feel welcome and wanting to like have a decent conversation with them, and he reckons I need to do more of that sort of stuff. He's like, you've got that personality where it's hard to hate you. I've definitely got people that hate me, don't you worry. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I've always felt like I'm a decent listener, and I can sort of, when it comes to conversation, I can keep it flowing. You know how a lot of people, I don't know, they just find it awkward to keep a conversation flow, and there'll just be like simple, short answers and that. I feel like I can sort of elaborate on what I've just heard and yeah, keep it going. And it's almost like, yeah, like this. I've never known what I'm sort of decent at throughout life. I mean, I'm decent at certain sports and stuff like that, but yeah, quite often you don't really know what you want to do when you grow up, sort of thing. And then yeah, it's like you find something that you're interested in, and like you get like yeah, it's like oh, I actually enjoy doing this. Cheers, Phil. Good to see you, brother. We were doing a bit of a Twitch hangout last night, and I just messaged you and said Twitch question mark. Yeah, for sure. Onion. What is that word? Sounds awesome. Sounds like you definitely mix it up with your cooking, which is pretty cool. You're always trying stuff from different like ethnic like cuisines. You're not just a bangers and mash man, that's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, with this beer, more I'm drinking it. The booze is still staying at that same level, but yeah, it's just enough to stop the beer from being like elite level score. I mean, it's still going to be elite level, but not as high as it could have been. Um, I'm getting a lot of sort of candied orange as it's warmed, sort of less of probably the tropical fruit. I feel like there's a touch of like apricot there. It's like a little jammy. Yeah, it's got like it's a good level of sweetness to it. But yeah, just that little touch of booze is just stopping it from yeah being like a really, really good beer. And that's why, like green, the actual OG green is rated as one of the best beers in the world. And quite often when they make it bigger like this, it never lives up to just the standard original. So it's like sometimes when you produce something that's epic, it's like just leave it as it is. You don't need to constantly try to improve it because if it's that fucking good, it's like it speaks for itself. Yeah, sweet. It's one thing I should start making more of is curries. For a while there, I used to make my own like Thai curries, but yeah, I just sort of I don't know, just stopped doing it. Probably got more into like stir fries and curries are awesome if you've got like yeah, like some good rice and some yeah, like naan bread or roti and stuff like that. How good's a good quality roti when you've got like a nice peanut satay with it or something? It's fucking unreal. Good quality Thai food's probably my favourite. You can't beat it. So is anyone drinking? Yep. Yeah, good garlic naan or a butter, like a cheesy sort of naan. I don't know. I love garlic. Garlic for me goes in everything. Ugh. They don't seem to use a lot of garlic in Thai food, but they use heaps of it in like Chinese, Indian, Italian. Like most, I reckon most ethnic cuisines use a lot of garlic, but I feel like Thai food doesn't have a lot of it. One thing that sucks in Australia, man, especially in the country towns, is the Indian and that's so expensive. Whereas, like I see what the prices are like for what you guys pay in the UK and that. Well, you guys get all your Indian and Chinese food and that for good prices, whereas ours is real fucking expensive. I think I think because you guys have so much competition, whereas yeah, a lot of the towns around Australia, it's like one Indian restaurant and two Chinese places. And I've been drinking since 8 a.m. Oh yeah, that's not too bad though. What time is it now? It'd be about one in the arvo, wouldn't it? Like, so, ugh. Hit that like button too, peeps. I forgot to ask. Yeah, coconut and chili, definitely. They use a lot of what's that spice that a lot of people don't like? Coriander. They use a lot of coriander. They use a lot of lime. But yeah, coconut spice. 12 Fosters. That's awesome. Yeah, saffron rice is good. Yeah, exactly. Fucking oath. Korma. Yep. I don't mind a korma. See, I don't really have a favorite Indian dish. Like, I love the taste of a good buttered chicken, but I prefer spice. I mean, I like like a Vindaloo or a Korma or something like that. Even just a biryani. Is that how it's pronounced? Biryani? Like a good quality one of them with sort of like mixed meats in it. It's like, whoo, baby. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I remember I had probably the best Mexican feed I've ever had was right up in the mountains in Thailand. It's like so random that I had such a good like Mexican feed in like rural northern Thailand. But a lot of it's just, like they have a similar climate and similar ingredients to what Mexico has. So you can sort of see why it's similar. Whereas you get Mexican in Australia and it's fucking shit. And yeah, in saying that, I haven't been to the US or Mexico's. Haven't really had that good quality of Mexican before. It's not really changing much, this beer. Like it's just got that real punchy fruit character. But yeah, just that bready caramel base, and yeah, you just get that little bit of booze, and you can't get past it. Yeah, so it's a good one, Phil, but it's a quadruple IPA at 10.8%, and it's just got that hint of booze from the malt, and it's like you keep getting it every time you take a sip, and it's like to me that's not a good thing. Some people like it, but no. Nah. For me to be a good beer, it has to not have a booze quality unless it's like a fucking big 20% imperial stout or something. But if it's an IPA, especially a fruity IPA, there shouldn't be any sign of booze. Yeah, it's a big boy. But yeah, I had another beer earlier today and I gave it a 5 out of 5, which is pretty rare for me. So this week I've had two 5 out of 5 IPAs. So I've definitely spoilt myself this week with beers. I've got a couple more US hyped ones to come. I've got like one from Monkish, one from Root and Branch, and then I've got some more Aussie and New Zealand stuff coming. So the fridge is looking pretty good at the moment. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, legends. I actually had the aircon going for the first time before. Got pretty warm here. I was sitting outside with the dogs for a while and I was like, shit, it's actually pretty hot. And when I come back inside, I was like, ooh, perfect time to let that new aircon go and cool the house down and see how good it works. They've definitely installed a good one. So, because it's a small, like, cottage house, if I sort of shut all the bedroom doors, it keeps the lounge room and the living area really cool. I mean, if I wanted all the bedroom and that cold as well, I'd just leave the doors open. But it was the middle of the day, so yeah, works really well. it sort of kicks in straight away, and it's like I think I think it already annoys Jack. It's like because where Jack lays, he's sort of directly behind it or below it, and it's like I think it blows straight on him, and he gets cold because he gets up and cracks the shits and leaves. Yeah, boy. Cheers, Joshy. Good to see you, mate. Yeah. I just wish they had to put it in fucking a year and a half when they were meant to. It wasn't the tradies' fault. It was the fucking real estate and the landlord. Joshy G. I had two perfect beers this week, Joshy. I'll show you them. When I say perfect, as in I gave them 5 out of 5, and that's very rare for me. So I had that on Monday night. It's by Fidens out of Albany in New York. And Eggers is like a hop farm in New Zealand. So it was like a collaboration between them two. And I was very impressed. I gave that a 5. And then I had a heap of Fidens beers all week, and some of them are really good, but just not quite as good as that. One of them was just okay. And then today I had this one. And this is a collaboration with Troon, who's a really hyped brewery out of New Jersey, and then Wild Bird Research Group. So it's like a charity sort of organisation. Yeah, and this one was just as good as that one Monday. So it's like 2 5 out of 5s in the 1 week's pretty impressive. Pretty cool can artwork. So yeah, they'll be going up on the mantle. A lot of the beers that I've really enjoyed, I tried to keep the can. They're really hyped and hard to get, bro. You pretty much, pretty much got to sell a kidney to get them in Australia. I'm just lucky I've got, obviously, because I've been interested in plenty of contacts, and I'm just lucky to know people and able to get them. But yeah, it's sort of like black market stuff. Really hard to get, like even if you live in America. Same with this. Treehouse was so massive back in the day. Just to get their beers in America, you had to go to the brewery and line up for like hours just to get them. It's fucking insane. Yeah, I've got some of that in the kitchen. Well, not the cola, but as in I've got a bottle of the American honey. It's only got about that much left in it, I reckon. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, see, I get a little sort of honey touch to it, but it's almost like it's like a floral sort of thing. But yeah, it makes it sort of sweeter, and it's almost like it. gives the texture a slight sort of stickiness. Honey in the tea is a good thing when you're sick. If you go like a green tea with lemon and honey and like ginger or something like that. It's fucking good for the old sore throat. Cheers, Rory. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're well. I'm drinking the hyped US stuff this week, bro. Been on the Fidens and the Treehouse. Got some monkish coming up probably tomorrow. It's been good. Obviously pretty spendy though. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I haven't had an Untitled Arts for a while. I remember having quite a few of their stouts back in the day, and most of them are really good. They were always collaborations with someone else. Oh, okay. Fair call. There you go. Yep. Yeah, I do, dude. When it's a little bit quieter at work, Christmas time and Easter time, we tend to get a slightly longer break. So when it's not quiet, especially Christmas time, I only really get about 3 days off, but the Christmas just gone with the weekends either side and the public holidays and stuff. I think all up, I was away from work for about 10 days. And I think it's going to be the same for Easter. So I'll definitely be going to Melbourne at some stage. No doubt about it. I want to take the dogs to the beach at some stage too. Oh yeah. Was that a collab with Messerum out of Canada? Yep. Yeah, the one I've got now is, or the one I had earlier was 10.8. This treehouse is 10.8 too, I think. It's just, yeah, quite often I find a lot of IPAs that are over 10, you just can't hide that booze quality and it's off putting. Two of the best honeys I've ever had, Josh, were out of Tasmania. I really want to have them again. Honey's one of those things I just find in the supermarket you can't buy any decent honey. If someone knows of any, let me know. But anything I try from the supermarkets is shit. But whenever I go to proper honey places and buy their stuff, it's just like a fucking completely different world. And I just remember bringing two honeys back from Tasmania and they blew my mind. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Fucking shit. Even when you go for the ones that meant to be sort of like, I don't know, a bit more to them, they just seem shit, like syrupy and Like there was one I had from Tasmania. I'm pretty sure it was named after the mountain there in Hobart, like Wellington, and it it just had all these different flavors to it. It was like, yeah, you were getting like I don't know, like berry notes and like almost like eucalyptus and shit like that. It was just so fucking good, and just like the texture of it, and it was like when you get a gin and it has all the botanicals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I want. Real floral type honey. Like when I was having it on like toast and crumpets, and yeah, even like, yeah, like adding it to some of my cooking and stuff. It was just really good. What are the usuals on around tonight? Probably being a Sunday night. And that's one person I was thinking of. There we go. Cheers, Steve. I was thinking, I wonder where like Evie and Steve and Matt and a few of these other ones are. Two honeys. Yeah, they were connected. There was one body but two heads. Yeah, I don't even think I've tried them. I have to get onto it. My hometown. Nah, man. Funnily enough, I reviewed another Fighting's like lunchtime, but I wanted to join people on streams, and it was just really quiet, so I didn't really end up having much. I had a Hop Nation Rat and Hunt, so a Melbourne brewery, Hop Nation. They've got an iconic German pilsner called Rat and Hunt, and it gets called Ratty for short, or Rat. I had one of them just sitting outside with the dogs, and I think that's about it. But just yeah, like the day just flew. I was expecting to like smash it up and be like pretty pissed by now, but it just didn't turn out that way. But as I said, I don't start work tomorrow till 1 o'clock. So now that I've had this beer, I'm sort of in the mood. And I got groceries delivered tonight, and yeah, there was a case of Victoria Bitter in there, so I've got plenty of beer now, like as in smasher beers. Because that's one thing that was sort of turning me off this weekend. It was like I didn't have any beers to just smash. I only had like craft beer, and a lot of it was stuff I wanted to review. Oh, I think I've missed a few comments. Cheers, Thomas. Hopefully you wake up feeling better tomorrow, champ. Stay away from those Fosters. It's funny, like when I don't know why, but me and a mate at school, we used to like drink stuff like Fosters, like with our dads and stuff. And for some reason, we used to call them Froies. I don't know if anyone else called them that, but we're like, let's get on the Froies. So yeah, I'd be interested to know if that's a term that other people have used when it comes to Fosters, or it was just something we made up. Yeah, for sure. I always try and support local, no matter what it is. Sometimes it can be shit though, like if you live somewhere and the local supplier of whatever product it is no good. Then you're like, ugh. It's like everyone's starting to turn up now. About 50 minutes in. Yeah, nearly 11 o'clock Sunday night, bro. Um, yeah, I do split shifts, so normally if I was working mornings tomorrow, I would have been in bed a while back because I have to get up at like fucking 3 o'clock. But yeah, I don't start work tomorrow till 1, so I'm probably gonna have some beers tonight. Cheers, Tanner. Good to see you, bro. Oh yeah, cool. I was nearly gonna hit you boys up and see if any of yous had any treehouse or fightins or I've got monkish, but I knew that most of yous wouldn't have monkish. Root and branch was the other one I had. I've got a root and branch beer called Shed. So I went, I went and took a photo of it out in my shed, and it just looks like a fucking crime scene. Throwdowns. That's a cool name. I like it. Cheers, Luke. Good to see you, bro. Oh yeah, surely not another 5. Nah, not this one. Nah. Nah, it's got too much of a booze note. Um, it's got that nice punchy fruit character. Like you're getting like mango, pineapple, passion fruit, orange, like apricot, peach, a little bit grassy. It's that same sort of base as the Fidens beers. But yeah, the booze character on this, it's a quadruple. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of beers that are over like IPAs that are over probably like 10%. It's just hard not to have that booze character. You get a bit more of that caramel malt as well, I reckon. 250 mils Tui's new stubbies. Cool. I've got a VB mid strength to review as well. So yeah, VB's just released a mid strength, so I thought that's pretty cool. I might try and do it tomorrow. And I've obviously got a case of VBs there, so I'll do a little comparison. I'll review the mid strength first, and then drink the OG and sort of talk about the differences between them. I don't know if you can still get the VX, the little grenade that was like higher in percentage. Because if I could still get that, I was thinking about doing the VB mid strength, the VB like the gluten free one, and then the VX all together. That'd be a cool review. Just comparing all 4 side by side. Yeah, exactly, dude. As soon as I seen quad, I'm like, ugh, might have been a bad decision to buy this one. I think with IPAs now, I need to just stay away from triples and quads. And I mean, you do get one of those ones I gave 5 out of 5 was a triple, but I just find out of probably 10 triple IPAs, generally there's only like 2 or 3 that are decent. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, peeps. Yeah, it's sort of confusing, man. It's like known as a lager, but to me, it's more like a bitter. And it sort of has like qualities of a pale ale as well. It's real weird. I remember when Harry and Adam tried it, and I reckon Adam was a fan, but Harry wasn't. It's very earthy. It's very bitter. It's like malty as well. It sort of has that slight copper coin thing going on, but I find it very earthy. And the reason why I like it is because it's like real hoppy and bitter. Like it's actually got some soul to it. Whereas I find a lot of macro beers are just fucking watered down and don't even taste like beer. So that's why I like VB. But one thing with VB definitely is when it warms, it tastes really shit. There's a lot of people out there, that's why they hate it. Because if you let a VB sit for too long and it gets warm, it's not ideal. It gets this real like dirty fucking rough taste to it. So is anyone partying or what? Is it worth doing a Twitch stream? I've got some cabana and some cheese and some biscuits out somewhere ready to have with some beers. And I don't know where the fuck I put it. It's like I've got it out of the fridge somewhere and I don't know where the fuck I've sat it. It's probably sitting outside in the backyard somewhere and it's dark and I don't know where the fuck it is. You know where you just completely forget about shit. Like even before when I was sitting outside with the dogs and it was real warm, my hat must have fell off my head. And then I must have just come inside and forgot about the hat. And I was searching for my hat seriously for about half an hour, going, where the fuck is it? Why can't I find it? And then I'm like, oh, brain fart. I was sitting outside in the sun with the dogs. It's got to be out there. And it was like as soon as I got out there, you could see it straight away. You have to chug it. There's not much left. What uni work do you have to do, bro? Yeah, I get what you mean now. As in, when it gets warm, you just got to slam it down. Fucking oath. I'm gonna have a few tonight. I reckon. I'm keen. Very keen. It'd be an ideal night if there was a few others around and we could do like a panel. But that's what sucks when you're in Australia and you got all these mates in the UK and America and beer streamers and stuff, and you want to let loose with them, but they're all either at work or sleeping when you want to have a drink. Your dog ate it. Yeah. Notes, 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 and activities. I don't know. Is that legit? What a fuckhead. Muppet. I love the word Muppet. It's awesome. You fucking Muppet. Yeah. You'll be there if I do Twitch, Phil, won't you? You'll be smashing the ciders while we're getting the tunes going. Oh, nah. It's got boozy in here. She definitely ain't no 5 out of 5, this bad boy. Cheers, Joshy. Always good to see you, man. We'll have to have you up on a panel sometime, dude. I want to share a beer with you. Have a little chat. You're a good boy, a good man. Yeah, I'll have to, dude. I'll see if they got like an online shop or something. What did you say it's called again? I've completely forgot. I mean, it's not hard to look it up, but yeah. Duration, I believe that's a brewery in the UK. Yeah, cool. Nah. Darrowville Farm, that's it. Nah, there's another Joshy here, Tanner. Yeah, cool, dude. Do you work weekends, Tanner, or are you at home? Couple of hoodlums walking past. Had a skin full of this, I reckon. I can just hear them going, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Yeah. I had a feeling you might have had 1 week end day off, but then maybe have a weekday off as well occasionally. One thing I was thinking of too, Tanner, like when we were on Drewey's the other day together, I don't think me and you have done a review together yet. You know how you sort of think of the people that you've done reviews with and who you haven't? I don't think we've done one. We've obviously done reviews on on the shows like Beer Mans and Bumpies and that, but I don't think we've had a chance where we've had like the same beer and reviewed it together. I think I've done maybe one with Dan. I've done a few with Bumpy. I've done, yeah, like obviously quite a few with Josh and Drewy. I think I've done a couple with Joe, as in the beer patrol. But yeah, I don't think I've done anything with like you or Eric or Alex. Yeah, we'll have to try and figure out something. Yeah, like that's why. Yeah, when I get some of this American stuff, I need to bloody even just chuck it in the group, just what I get. So then, because obviously it's harder for me to get the stuff. If I get it, then at least if I show you what I've got, you might be able to get hold of some of the stuff, or you might have sort of access, or even already have it, sort of thing. Yeah, Beer Man. Beer Man, I think I did a couple with Beer Man as well. Jeez, I've been going for an hour. Woo-wee. Yeah, I've finished the beer, so I think a rating for this. I mean, initially, the pour on it looked fucking immaculate, like it was as good as any of the Fidens beers this week. The mouth feel is the same. Yeah, even the aroma. Like even on the aroma, I didn't get the booze, and I got quite excited because I thought, "Fuck yeah, this could be like an elite level beer." Being a quad and not getting the smell of booze, because the other two Fidens beers where I got booze, I smelt it straight away. But yeah, unfortunately, as soon as I drank this, it sort of come through. But yeah, most qualities other than that with the beer were really good. So I've still got to score it high, but it's just yeah, you can't give it like a perfect score because it's boozy. So I'm probably gonna say I reckon I'll give it about a 4.65. It's sort of in between that 4.6 and 4.7. I love the punchy, like tropical and citrus. I feel like the balance is brilliant apart from the booze. Just the between the malt and the hops is really good. Yeah, you're getting like a little touch of bitterness, but I like that in a hazy. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair score. I'm pretty sure out of all the greens I've had, still the OG green, I think might have been the better one, or maybe the greenest. There was one of them I think I scored a little bit higher than the others. But yeah, definitely a good series. The greens, they're always pretty decent. I sort of need to go into detail and see what out of the core beers from Treehouse, what hops they have. But as I said, they don't really announce it. They sort of keep it quiet. I forget, mate. So yeah, 4.65 for Infinite Green, which just looks exactly like green, but has infinite written underneath. So yeah, thanks to everyone that's chimed in. It's been another good stream. Yeah, really enjoyed this week doing some good American stuff. We've still got some more to come. I might maybe do monkish tomorrow night. I do work afternoons tomorrow though, so there could be overtime and that could fuck up my week of reviews. But yeah, I want to do the VB mid strength maybe tomorrow and maybe monkish. So we'll see how we go. Um, I mean, I could even do another review tonight, but I probably won't. I'm thinking I might sort of just smash some VBs and play some music. Yeah, I dare say I'm going to Twitch there, Phil. So yeah, those of you that have me on Twitch, or yeah, even if you don't, just look up Short and Stout Beer Reviews as one word on Twitch, and we'll be over there. If anyone can, chuck it up in the chat, just so people can get on there. It's easy to join if you haven't joined already. I think you just give them your email address, and I think you put in a password, and then you've got an account. It's pretty easy to use. It's the same sort of setup as this. Like every time I do a video now, it goes to YouTube and Twitch. But then sometimes when I do just the hangout music stuff, I'll just do it on Twitch. Yeah. I must admit, dude, when it comes to like drinking Aussie beer on tap, when you get the unpasteurized VB, when it's through all the brass taps and that's fucking unreal. It's number one for sure. You can't beat it. Yeah, exactly. Like all the shit they have at the back on the cans, I can't even be bothered reading it. It's just somewhat, I don't know. It's like some junkie just telling a story. There you go. So that's my Twitch account there. So if anyone wants to, they can click on that and come over. Yes, that is Twitch right there, Luke. So Luke's currently on my channel. So yeah, thanks, legends. Hit the thumbs up too on this if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see you over there. Maybe give us like 10 minutes or so just to get some beers ready, and I want to give the dogs some water and stuff. So yeah, what time is it now? 12. Yeah, so maybe give us like 10 minutes. We'll see you over there. Cheers.